Here we have one of three of my variants of Holmes mid-90s 20-inch box fans. This particular fan dates to December of 1995, so I guess you could say this is a 1996 model. Nothing real special. These fans were pretty economy at the time, but however, with the motor, much better quality motor than the junk China garbage you buy today in any Lasco fan or whatever box fans that are made nowadays, which suck and barely even last a year. However, this one has stood the test of time. It's a pretty high hour fan here. When I found it, it was very dirty, very caked up with a lot of like greasy dirt, which leads me to believe this fan was used in like a carnival booth, like a funnel cake carnival booth or something like that, because it did have kind of like an oily kind of smell, like it was in like a food setting for a long time. And it was pretty high hour fan too. The motor is still kind of dirty. I haven't actually got around to cleaning the internal of this motor yet. I need to get around to it, but you know, it's just hard to find time on some things. But it'll get there eventually. This is the model with the kind of Robeson, early 90s Robeson speed selector switch, or knob I should say. It's got 3 speeds. It's got that Holmes logo. So this was pretty much right as Holmes, I guess, bought Robeson out. The blade on this fan is pretty flimsy too, which is why it leads me to believe it's a pretty high hour use fan. The cabinet on it, it's pretty thin. I don't think they were calling these slimline yet. I think the slimlines were more or less the later years, like 97, 98, right before they switched to really cheap China motors. Now here's the back of the fan. It's got the very quality 4th gen McMillan motor. Really good motors here. These motors are hardly ever problematic. There they are, equipped with a thermal fuse. They're not as frequent to overheat and trip those as the modern crappy China motors are. Yeah, it's got the handle back here. It's one of those kind, which I don't favor. I'd always wanted to find one of the Holmes with the Lakewood handle that were up here still, but yeah, have yet to find one of those. And got some model information on its cabinet. And it's typical of these, model habf-20. I'm not sure if there's any variation to that or not, but all of my Holmes box fans from the 90s anyway seem to have that same model number. So yeah, this fan cleaned up pretty well. Oil the motor. It's been using it since I got it a couple months ago, and it does run fine. I mean, the motor works fine, just the blades are off balance. They're very brittle. Looks like they've been, like I said, they've been in a pretty unbearable environment, I guess we'll say. Anyway, we fire it up. Here is favorite station, high. Does like a dance. It's around 2 amps. 199 watts. I haven't used this fan in a couple weeks, so it probably needs to wake up a little bit. I said it's a pretty high hour, pretty high use fan here. I mean, definitely stood the test of time. I'll say that so far. Medium speed. Pretty good air mover though. Definitely one of my favorite of home box fans. Is mid to late 90s. 101 watts. quiet. And that's kind of what I liked about these Holmes box fans, and a lot of the fans that have that 4th John McMillan, a lot of them had pretty slow, quiet lows, which is useful for some instances, but I like a little bit more noisier fan. 60 watts. Back to medium. Medium's still pretty serene on this. High. As you can see, it still blows quite a bit of air. And you can stand way back here and I feel it. Goes down still decent. Which it wasn't upon me retrieving this fan. And you can tell the blades are a bit warped. You can see it's and it's going to go backwards a little bit. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and have a great day or night.